and welcome to the World Cyber Games 2008 in Cologne, Germany. We have some very exciting games coming up for you in just a little bit. It's going to be Luxury from Korea versus Lovett VS from China. And of course, by the way, with me is Super Daniel, also known as Daniel E. I am Nick Blunt, also known as Tasteless. Super Daniel, tell me about these two players.
Well, what can I say about these two players? Lovett VS came out first from WCG China, one of the best players from China this year. And Luxury, of course, is the top results we have available in the Korean pro gaming scene right now.
Now, here's a shot of Lovett VS right now, and I gotta say, I think he does have a chance against Luxury, although he's certainly the underdog here. Of course, in China, they're really developing a pretty big esports scene down there. They're really trying to copy the Korean scene, so to speak, and then make it their own. And Lovett VS is basically here to prove that he is capable of taking on players such as this one. By the way, there's a shot of our amazing Korean commentators.
Well, you know, one thing to note about the China esports scene is that it was recognized as the 99th official sport in the country. So they do have very good support from the government and sponsors.
And I think, you know, it's only going to be a matter of time before the rest of the world really catches on, thanks to events such as the World Cyber Games. And, you know, esports really becomes a universally accepted thing. By the way, here's a shot of Luxury. What do we need to know about Luxury, Super Daniel?
Well, you know, to be honest, Luxury did not have enough time to practice for this event because, you know, he did have the Pro League season. As soon as he helped the team to win, he got on the flight to come here. He tried to get little practice he could get in. But he's well prepared mentally, and he knows the map very well. He's been used in the Korean Pro Leagues for in individual leagues 6 times, so he does have much experience on it.
Yeah, and you know, what's also interesting about these two duking it off here in a little bit is that this map is actually quite balanced. You and me were looking at the statistics earlier. What is the record on this map?
Well, 65 wins and 65 losses for both races. So it's a very well balanced map. It's a great map. You can expect to see some great power fights. Also, you can see some unorthodox builds such as proxy, robotics, or gateways. It's very doable.
You know, I always felt like this map was pretty fair, you know, for Zerg versus Protoss, but I never actually saw the statistics. I didn't realize it really was that dead even. Of course, this is a one-on-one map, so aggressive rushes are always a possibility, although they've become less popular on this map because it's really difficult to recover from overly aggressive openers. And as you can see down here, it is just packed in here. A lot of people here for Luxury as well as Lovett VS, and of course they're all here to see StarCraft. You know, it's interesting. StarCraft has been in the World Cyber Games since the very beginning. It's the first game of the World Cyber Games, and I think it's going to have many more years in the future. Well, in just a little bit here, we're going to show you a graphic, and then we're going to get this game going. Get ready, the games are about to begin. Jadong, excuse me, not Jadong, I was just testing you. It's going to be Luxury against Lovett VS. Head-to-head here, China versus Korea. We casted 2 Jadong games yesterday. Now we're going to get to see another great Zerg here. Of course, from Korea, Luxury. Lovett VS knows the strength of his opponent. And we're going to get started in just a little bit here, so get ready and get prepared for some serious StarCraft action here at the World Cyber Games in Cologne, Germany. And let the games begin. Protoss versus Zerg on Blue Storm. The crowd is making some noise right now. And all the practice boils down to this moment on a map that is so balanced, it really is going to come out to skill here. Well, it has started. Here's a shot of Lovett VS at the top right. At the bottom left is, of course, going to be Luxury. This is a one-on-one map. So, of course, they do know their opposing starting locations. So they go ahead and scout that right off the bat. So, Daniel, do you have a hunch? Is Luxury, do you think he's going to play standard, or is he going to try to play aggressive? What are your thoughts?
Well, I think he's going to feel it out, but he can do one or the other. He's both great at doing everything. So, most likely he's going to do a fast ziggling and try to press him early on. Of course, that is a trend these days in the pro gaming scene.
It does indeed look as though, by the way, Love TT is going to go for the fast expansion, so he's not going to proxy game. A lot of people are saying he might try to play really aggressively, knowing the caliber of player that Luxury is.
But Luxury had to overcome a lot of things to be good at playing against the Protoss.
Really?
The two twin brothers, he has a twin brother.
Yeah.
They were both pretty bad against Protoss races, but they have overcome that in the past year.
Yeah, the two brothers coming together to try to figure out that matchup as well as they can, and basically try to master it. We're going to see if he's able to do it against Love TT.
So nothing unusual so far?
Certainly not. Looks as though Love TT pretty much going to go with fast forward, which of course is the normal response for a fast pull. So listen, we might have a little bit of downtime here. In other news, Obama won the election.
Yeah, just like how Lee Jae-dong beat Bruce yesterday.
Yeah, it's pretty much a one-sided victory there.
Well, Kane should have had more photo cannons.
Yeah, McCain should have had more photo cannons.
He should have played StarCraft.
Yeah, he should have known that build order never works in that campaign.
Exactly.
We're going to see some probably better build orders here at the WCG. Interesting cannon placement there. He's going to have to be careful that Lings can't slip through that right side corner, although he probably can put a gateway there to block.
Oh, that's good. He needs to keep on harassing him. This is very good. Continue.
He's stopping that drone from planting the building. Every second counts in a game like StarCraft. Oh, the second try, not so good.
Well, the first probe that he sent out to scout, that's his purpose, and as well as scouting. So he's doing pretty good so far.
Yeah, certainly. And you can see, by the way, Love TT actually a bit cautious getting two cannons rather than one before he gets that Nexus, although he's going to have to play it safe against Luxury because, with a player like Luxury, if he sees one opening, he's going to go in there and just smash you.
Although I think 2 photo cannons is a bit too cautious of him to do, so he could have optimized the build a little bit better. But it's all right because it's better to be safe than just lose early on,
Yeah, certainly. I think I would have actually gotten the Nexus before the second cannon, but I think Love TT probably a little bit intimidated here by his opponent Luxury, who, by the way, on our screen is known as KTF Practice.
So he's doing a very good job on scouting with that probe. That's very good.
Yeah, he's kept it alive. You can see, though, Luxury is ready to intercept that at the ramp, and he might do it. It's really important to get this probe by here. Is he going to do it? Oh!
Get into the main base. Get it in there.
He's got to get it in. If he goes in there, he's going to see the tech.
Oh! Does not see it.
Barely.
Lost 2 probes already. That's not good.
Yep.
Usually the very good micro with the probe, that can last for a very long time. You have to do like 3-4 minutes.
Very, very long time. And unfortunately, Love TT barely did not get in there. So he's not going to see the drones mining the Vespian gas. He's not going to see the layer that would have been on the way. Now, the next is going to finish. Look at that timing, almost a bit premature. Actually, that's basically perfect timing. I take it back. You rarely ever see timing quite that good.
Well, he knows he practiced that one.
Yeah,
we know he practiced that one very well.
Certainly. Wow, that was really well executed. Well, now it's going to be time for Luxury to decide how this game's going to turn out. And Love TT is going to have to scout his opponent, most likely with a Corsair, and figure out what the hell's going on in this game, because right now he's basically in the door.
Yeah, what he does need to look out for is the overwhelming Zergling units.
Yes.
Because Luxury could very well try to just cream him over in the beginning of the game, and he needs to hurry up and get that scout out again.
Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't look like Luxury is going to do that this game, but of course Love TT doesn't know that.
Exactly.
So he has to play in this defensive position or risk possibly losing an early game and embarrassing the country he's representing. So he's in a bit of a difficult position. A lot of the Protoss players I talked to, I'm one as well, we generally agree this is the most uncomfortable phase of the game for Protoss, the part where they're in the dark.
And right now he's got 3 Zealots out. He should go out there with a probe and to see how the units are on the other side. It could be a very good timing for him. You know, it does allow Luxury to have more Zerglings rather than making drones to have a better economy.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I do always recommend the Zealots to go out to see and make sure that you scout what he's doing, and also if he can take out more Zerglings.
You know, it's critical that you apply pressure to the Zerg at this phase of the game, because as you can see, Luxury here, he's actually going to expand again due to the lack of pressure. Or it looks like it. Now he brought it back. I don't know what was the story with that was.
But he's not pressing him with the Zealots. It's always good to go out with the one probe, because you know, it requires only 2 hits from the Zealots to kill him with the probe.
Exactly,
If you don't have that probe, it requires 3 hits, of course.
Yeah, so the probe actually quite a deadly unit in combination with the Zealot against a Zerg player. Here comes the Stargate. Whoa, double Stargate.
Oh, now this is
very unusual.
Yeah, this is very unusual.
Very
Luxury, I'm sure he's not used to something like this on this map. So Luxury's going to be a little bit confused and baffled, but I think he'll be fine.
You know, I have to say, I think that it's going to be pretty tough for Luxury to take on double Stargate, especially when it comes down to something like going fast Mutalisks.
Oh, now, okay. He's going to make Mutalisks and see that he's got 2 Stargates. This may not be very good for Luxury right now.
Yeah, I think Luxury actually could be at huge risk of losing this, and this would be a huge upset. Zealot legs, think of the combination here. We have Corsairs here that completely dominate the Mutalisks, and then we have the Zealot legs. I almost feel like it's just Love GT's instinct here that he just sensed that this was going on.
No, he's got to buy some time until the Corsairs come out, and of course once he sees 2 Stargates, he's going to have to change his tech to a Hydra tech. Oh, but here goes the Zealots, very good timing. The Mutalisks, he sucked it. Perfect timing from Luxury.
I wasn't sure if he was going to make it. He's going to go into the main. Meanwhile, the Corsairs need to come out here in time. Love GT should have gone by into the main. I don't know why he didn't do that. He could have done heavy damage there. Meanwhile, he's going to have to save the Corsairs here. All he needed was 1 or 2 cannons there. I think he had the right build in mind, but gosh, it just doesn't look.
I think I think what Love GT wanted him to do was Mutalisks come back to defend against the Zealot.
Yeah,
but he chose not to. He just was very aggressive in going to the main base to kill out the probe. It doesn't matter how many Corsairs it's going to come out. It's going to come out one at a time. So he's going to kill him as he comes out.
And now all Luxury has to do is get some Scourge, and he can just fly in there and take out the rest of the Corsairs. But Dragoons and Corsairs are on the way. He will recover his main base.
That was a very good choice by Luxury to just go on with the attack.
But here comes phase 2 of that. And I don't know if he's going to be prepared for this. He's going to have to oh, man.
Well, all he needs is some Zerglings and do the Zergling combo. And I think that game's going to be very, very advantageous for Luxury.
Whoa! But he totally wasted all those Scourge there. Those were intended for way more than just those few.
One more hit. Okay.
One more famous gun. He did waste the Scourge. However, Luxury still has presence inside the main base. 2 more, well, now 1 more Zealot tries to run by. Oh God, this is a disaster right now for Love GT. We might even see GG pretty soon here.
All right, it's only a matter of time before those Hydras and the Zerglings come in to finish him off.
And from there, it's, this is going to be tough. This is going to be bad news here for the Protoss player. Love GT unable to mine from his main base right now, and is having to pump Dragoons from a location that is vulnerable to the Mutalisk attacks here.
Another bad thing is that he's got 2 gateways in the main base. He's got no units to defend against. He doesn't have portal cannons at the expansion. But, you know, that's pretty much in the expansion. The portal cannons cannot hit back, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Only to attack.
And unfortunately, now that both of the Stargates have gone down, this is a disaster right now, and Love GT knows it, although his face is hiding what's going on in his mind right now. He's in a state of panic, and this might be the neck-breaking move here. The Hydras to the front. You can see already that, a Protoss player, Love GT, has been completely focused on his main base, especially saving that Nexus, and is not going to be prepared for this.
More portal cannons, but portal cannons cannot move. They cannot move and attack. They can only...
Only in StarCraft 2. Only in StarCraft 2. And I think with that being said, a few more Hydras up in the front here, and this is going to be a steamroll.
Oh, yet again reminding me of the election.
Yeah, it's going to be smashing here. Take a look at this. There it is. Good game. Well played, but you know he just didn't quite have it.
No, he didn't. The timing was a little bit off, and the Villa were set down too late.
You know, I think the decision making in general was a bit off there by Lovett VS. I think his strategy was good, but the execution was just not good enough. Well, there's your winner, Luxury. He's not out of his group yet, but he certainly is looking pretty good here. We're going to wrap it up and take you on to games 2 here. We have another StarCraft game coming up, and please tune in for all of the games here at the World Cyber Games 2008 in Cologne, Germany. We are loving it down here. Super Daniel and me having a blast in Cologne, Germany, as are the fans there, as you can see. A lot of Luxury fans. Well, don't go anywhere, because we got more StarCraft action coming up here in just a little bit. Stay tuned. This is Nick Tasteless Plot and Super Daniel, also known as Daniel Lee, at the World Cyber Games. Casting the best game ever, StarCraft Brood War.
It's packed. Look at those.
It's unbelievable. Yeah,
it's
it's just
packed.
so many people down here. Much more people actually than yesterday, and I expect it to keep going up as the days continue.